Hi, welcome back. I have just finished this painting and I thought I'd come on and explain what I was thinking when I was doing it. So it's called Room 215 if you want to buy it. James plug. But yeah, originally it was, I'd been to a recent Walter Sickert exhibition and I was really inspired by his kind of Camberwell murder, kind of Jack the Ripper pictures. So I wanted to create something that was quite dark, but also maybe kind of inviting and maybe a little bit sensual. So I sketched out this picture with no reference, and so I painted it in, and then I finished it, and it was really, it just didn't have any emotion in it. There was nothing there. There was nothing to bring you in and stop and make you look at the picture and make you analyze it, which is kind of what I want with my work. You know, there's got to be some sort of emotion in it, and you've got to stop and want to look at it and maybe wonder what, as an artist, I was thinking when I was painting it. So I put it away, left it for a bit, did some other work, and then I come back to it. And I'd recently seen an article about kind of COVID and masks and things like that, and you know, thinking about the fact that we'd spent maybe the last 2 years all wearing masks and not being able to see each other's faces. And the kind of that ties into the portraiture work that I enjoy doing, whereas it's not really about representational portraiture. It's about kind of, can you express a person's face and who they are without producing a representational piece? Because you know, if you just want a representational piece, you might as well take a photograph and use that. It's going to be better. You can be quite artistic with it. Do it that way. You know, the old masters doing their representational work was different because that was the only choice that people had to get a likeness of themselves. Whereas nowadays, with the invention of photography, I don't really see the point. You might as well produce something that's exciting, emotional, and makes you stop and think. And that's what I was trying to do with this. So let me give you a close up. So with the face, I did something. I wanted to produce something like, it was a bit out there and weird. So we've kind of messed around with the face. So it's what I usually do with the larger pictures, but bringing it down to shorter pictures, quite difficult. So you know, it's a smaller brush. You've got to be a little bit more intricate with your work. But I think it works. It's kind of weird. So you've got the human form there in the shape of the body, but then with a weird messed up face. It adds a section of weirdness to the picture that I like. So it has the darkness, it has the invitingness of the door opening. So you've got the kind of leading lines and the bringing you into the picture. But then you've got the weird face of the proprietor, maybe owner of the room, inviting you in to this dark, shadowy world, and there's a shadowy figure here in the background that's maybe a bit sinister. So you know, there's a lot going on in the picture, and to bring you in and to stop you as a viewer, to make you look and examine the piece, which is really important because there's that old adage of, you know, the average person in a gallery looks at the picture for like 7 seconds, I think it is. So, you know, if you can make them pause at your work for any reason whatsoever, then that's a really good thing because then they'll stop. You know, it's often a case that they'll stop. If you give it a weird title as well, that'll make them stop. But I really like it. I think it's quite contemporary in the way that it's bringing in the COVID angle of the masks. You know, we managed to cope for years without actually seeing people's faces. And imagine what it would be like if we took off our masks and everybody had changed and everybody had weird, messed up faces. It'd just be odd. But, you know, we just don't know. So that was what I was going for, and make people think about it, that we've existed with just seeing people's eyes, not being able to see them smile, not the faces. So who are they? Maybe everybody looks like this. Who knows? I don't know. But that's what we were going for with it. Out of all the things that I painted, the hardest bit to do was the bed. Really struggled with the bed because it's I had no reference. So I'd painted it and then repainted it and then I painted it again, and it was just like, oh God, it's not right, what's going on? And it's that thing of looking at it and examining it and thinking, you know, what can you do with it? So yeah, that was what we were going for with this picture. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Okay, thanks, bye.